Geopolitics with Shukuru.
We're the future.
Hello everybody, this is Geopolitics, and we're going to touch the situation in Ukraine. The Ukrainian president has announced 90 billion US dollars in arms deal. They have made a deal with the United States. He has announced it on air. He has posted even on X. He has been congratulating the United States and has been thanking the president of the USA, Donald Trump, about this deal. So I think it is a good news for him, because he wants the security of his country, but also the integrity and the sovereignty of his country, because Russia has been violating him, the sovereignty of Ukraine and things like that. So this comes when Trump has made a shift with Putin. Putin came to Alaska last month and they had discussions about the war in Ukraine, and they were expecting to sign a deal with the Ukrainians in order to have a ceasefire. But when Putin went to China for a ECO meeting, but also for the 80th China military parade, he changed the idea. He said on a press conference day in China, he said to Ukrainian president, if you want to meet with me, come to Moscow. But experts want President Zelensky not to go to Moscow, but because if he goes to Moscow, they would kill him or try to arrest him and send him to jail. That's what would happen to him. So then he decided not to go, and then he also said, this is Zelensky, who also responded to Putin, if you want me to come to Moscow, then you should come to Kyiv too. But Ukrainian president proposed some places or some countries where they could hold this meeting, especially Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and also Switzerland, but also Austria. I think also Austria was among these countries that were proposed by the Ukrainian president. But Vladimir Putin, as it seems, he wants to keep on with the war. So I have a video. This video is on Fox News, which is talking about this deal, this arm deal, but also includes the drone deal with the United States between the Ukrainians, but also with the United States. They want to buy some Ukrainians drones, because Ukrainians are very good at making drones. They were the ones who were developing good drones which were attacking deep into Russia and even exploding Russians' oil refineries and things like that. So that's in the video I'm going to show you. It is on Fox News. These are great TV networks, and they don't broadcast things that are not verified. So they verify things very well in order to broadcast them. So that's why I trust them. And also they have intelligence officers, people who work in the American intelligence or even in the army. So they have all sorts of information. So it's good to check I don't know what I can call it, but it's good to see what they are doing, and if there is something interesting to share it too. So it's a nice thing. So have a great time, everybody. Here's the video.
38 minutes now after the hour. Breaking news. This happening just moments ago. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky announcing a $90 billion arms deal with the United States. That deal allegedly includes long-range weapons and drones. This as, of course, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov addressed the UN General Assembly today. Stephanie Bennett live with more. We talked last hour, Stephanie, that things are changing moment by moment, and it appears that indeed is the case.
Yeah, hey Kevin, it's one of those days, another busy day where things change by the minute almost. Now Lavrov, he wrapped up about an hour ago. We're going to dive into that. He took aim at NATO and also the EU. He said Russia has been and remains open to negotiations on eliminating the root causes of the conflict, but Russia's security and vital interests must be reliably agreed. He also spoke on those accusations against Russia of planning to attack NATO countries after many have accused Moscow of violating their airspace with jets and drones in recent weeks, which the Kremlin has denied.
Russia is being accused of almost planning to attack the North Atlantic Alliance and the European Union countries. President Putin has repeatedly debunked these provocations. Russia has never had and does not have any such intentions. However, any aggression against my country will be met with a decisive response.
And earlier this week, President Donald Trump announced a major shift, writing on Truth Social that he thinks Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form, essentially retaking its territory that Russia has occupied. The president also expressed his disappointment in Putin for prolonging the war and that it's time to stop.
I'm very dissatisfied with what Russia's doing and what President Putin is doing. I haven't liked it at all. He's killing people for no reason whatsoever.
President Zelensky this afternoon wrote on X that America stands with Ukraine and we feel it. We thank the people of the United States, President Donald Trump, the First Lady Melania Trump, for their attention to Ukrainians, to our children, to our people. We stand together, he said, and that means life will be protected and peace and security will be closer. But these back and forth attacks, they do continue. Russia launched 115 drones across Ukraine, targeting several regions, including the Zaporizhia region. 97 were neutralized, according to Ukraine's Air Force. Zelensky, as you said, also announced today a $90 billion arms agreement with the U.S. and a separate drone deal for Ukrainian-made drones that the U.S. will purchase. He also disclosed that an Israeli Patriot air defense system has been operating in Ukraine for the past month. 2 more are expected to arrive in the fall. Now, meanwhile, Ukrainian drones, they hit oil pumping stations deep inside Russia. Allegedly, they were more than 700 miles from the border with Ukraine. So